bringing you another Diablo 4 video, and this time I'm going to bring you an update to my Warlock build. So let's log right in and I'll show you what build I am currently doing. Alright, so in my previous video, I was showing the Dreadlock Warlock. Dreadclaws, I should say, not Dreadlocks. Yo, what's up? But today, I'm going to go over the Apocalypse Hellfire Warlock that has been completely kicking ass. I was on Torment 1, and I flipped over to this build, and I was doing some pit runs, and I was able to get myself all the way up to Torment 6. And I believe there's 12 Torment levels now. So I am now all the way up to Torment 6, and I am kicking ass at this build. So we're going to go over everything in the build. The recommended gear, the seals, the runes, the skills. I'm not going to go over Paragon just yet because I'm still working on Paragon. Once I get that completely up and running and Paragon glyphs up to 100 if I can, I will update this video again, but we're going to go over everything here. So for the hell... Excuse me, oh my god. I got something in my throat this morning. So for our helms, you're going to want the Era of Perdition. I don't have that yet, so if you don't have the Era of Perdition, they recommended going with Godslayer Crown. I haven't got that yet, so I just have a random aspect in here. It could be anything if you don't have either one of those. And then you're going to want the Sur and Care runes in there to get the Wolf Companion. For the chest armor, you're going to want Fleshwrit Carapace, because Apocalypse, thanks to our weapon, Apocalypse becomes a sigil skill, and we do tons of damage, so Fleshwrit Carapace is what you want. For the gloves, you want Hands of the World Breaker. It gives us more damage with the Apocalypse skill, and it says right there, Apocalypse is now also a sigil skill, and it deals up to 400% increased damage when casting Sigil of Chaos, based on the number of kills the sigil has stored. So that's another big damage boost there. For the pants, you want the Heavenly Strength aspect. I have not gotten that one yet. For the boots, you want Undying. Kind of helps with heal and kind of keeps you alive a little bit. This is the main thing you want. Scepter of the Three. It's a unique two-headed mace. And you want this because you can equip all ultimate skills and gain 15 ranks in them. Attacking enemies with no active ultimate skill builds up your ultimate skill damage by 8% up to 168%. After starting ultimate skills, the damage bonus is reset once all have ended. So this actually, because Apocalypse is a ultimate skill, this boosts up that damage even further. So basically we are becoming extremely overpowered with the Apocalypse Hellfire Warlock. And then you want to put some rubies in there to have that fire damage multiplier, so we're doing even more damage with our Hellfire skills with the rubies in there. For the rings, you want the Heresy aspect, because it increases our damage even further. The second one, you want the Vehement Brawlers aspect. I don't have that one yet. And then for the amulet, you want the cremators, because we are doing overpower. So we have 4 more overpower. 5 skills deal even more damage. So we're getting like a big damage boost here thanks to aspects and some uniques. So that is the that's the gear. The sigils, the talismans. I'm sorry, the talismans. You're gonna want a seal that unlocks all 6 charms. It could be any seal as long as it unlocks 6 charms. And we're gonna be doing the nameless set. I only have 1 right now, but we're gonna be doing the full nameless set here so that we get more damage and all that kind of stuff. So I only got 1 piece of this set right now. I gotta get 4 more. So I gotta do a lot of endgame activities to get the set charm. And if you want the set charms that you're going after, I recommend being Torment 3 or higher, because it says when you're Torment 3, the set charms drop more frequently. So be Torment 3 or higher. If you can't get up that high, I recommend leveling up. So that's for the charms that we need to get. I do have these equipped as of now because I only have 1 piece of the nameless. So once I have the full set of nameless charms, they're going to be equipped.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
I do have the Nagu rune, but the other one is a K rune, and I don't have that one yet. This is really interesting. You get to have some consumables for the Heraldic Cube. And another thing I noticed that is really cool, these boss trophies that are new. If you get 5 of these, like any one of these, if you get 5 of them, you can go to the cube. I'll show you here. You can go to the cube. You go to the cube, and you go all the way down to where it says Amalgamation. Once you click on Amalgamation, you can select 5 boss trophies, and it will give you, it will turn it into a unique item that boss drops. So you can still fight the lair bosses, but to open their hordes you need a lair key now. You don't need like the summoning materials like it was before. You just need a key. Open their hordes, and they drop boss trophies. Sometimes they'll drop the unique items you're looking for, but this is another alternative to get the unique item that you're looking for, which is exactly what I've been doing. And I got 3 unique items that I needed for this build, and I got them all from the cube. So the cube is a big help for getting those unique items you need for your build. If like the Purveyor of Curiosities isn't dropping them, or you defeat the lair bosses and they ain't dropping them, just go to the cube. If you have enough boss trophies, if you have 5 or more, just put those in the cube, and hopefully you get the unique item that you want. That's what I did, and I got all 3 of my unique items that I needed, which is really good. All right. Oh, the soul shards. You unlock the soul shards when you reach level 15, and you're gonna want to equip Ritual Shard, and you're gonna go for the second one here, Scorching Fragment, because you summon Warlock and he follows you around. He doesn't attack the enemies or anything. The only thing he does do is if you press his command skill, he will fortify you. So in a way, you get a little bit more health, which is fine, because when we're using Umbral Chain's fire skills, it takes away our health for some reason. So we got to make sure that we're always having Fortify up so that we don't die when we're using our skills. Alright, the skill tree. This is a lot here, and like I said in my previous video, the skill tree has become huge. Like, there's a lot more to invest in here. So we got no points in basic, and we're going to come down to the second one, and Umbral Chains. We're going to max that out all the way. And we're going to put Wrath Refund, Long Range Slow, so it slows them down. And of course the fire one for Chain Whips. This is actually pretty cool because when we shoot out those umbral chains, it'll hit an enemy and then it'll spike in the ground and then the chains will whip around in a circle and it does damage. So that's pretty cool. I am going to show you guys how this build works too. I'll do a pit run for you guys. We're going to put 8 points in Dark Prison, because Dark Prison gives us Fortify when we get the chain, or it fortifies us a little bit. And make sure you get this to help with the Fortify for Dark Prison. And Weaken, so it also weakens the enemies, we want that. We're going to fully max out Nether Step, because that's a mobility skill. You're going to want an extra charge, Gloomwalker, to make us immune a little bit, and then movement speed, and it lasts 50% longer. No points in any of this, so we're going to come down here to the Sigil skill, so we're going to get the Sigil of Subversion, but we're going to make it the Sigil of Lava, because it helps with brimstones and turned it into a Hellfire skill. Going to put it in blood ritual for some reason. Sacrifice 2% of your maximum life to instantly trigger each of kill costs up to 48% total. I don't know if I like that, really. So that is why every time we use the Sigil skill, it's taking away our health. So we always have to have that Fortify up so that we don't die. And then the cast range, so you can cast the skill at longer range, which is really good. Then we come down to our ultimates, and this is pretty straightforward. You're going to max out Apocalypse. Now, as you can see here, the item contribution is 15, which means I can max this out to 30 instead of 15, thanks to my uniques. Which is why it has me doing over 1 million damage to all enemies within. 2,564%. Which is pretty nuts. So what we're going to do is when I do the pit run, I'm going to get Apocalypse up to 100 stacks. And it says each stack increases the blast's explosion size and damage by 40%. Enemies that survive Apocalypse take 100% increased damage from you for 2 seconds. This bonus lasts 200% longer against hexed enemies. Apocalypse's final hit has a 20% chance to hit twice. When Apocalypse is empowered by Vitality, this chance is increased to 100%. So Apocalypse is really, really good, and I can upgrade this all the way up to 30 instead of 15. So double the amount of damage. And then, of course, Annihilation. Apocalypse launches a Hellfire Blast with at least 20 stacks that deals 109,529 damage. Hellfire skill hits generate up to 100 stacks. Each stack increases blast explosion size and damage by 40%. So that's why we're doing a ridiculous amount of damage with Apocalypse. For the Mercenary, you're going to want, we're here as a Mercenary and Alden as a Reinforcement. And just follow this, just start here and then just stay on the left side until you get down to here. Aldkin, you're going to want Field of Languish, and for him to cast a skill when you use any skill in combat. Pretty straightforward. The war plans, you can do the war plans any way you want. I'm trying to do the Tree of Whispers so that I can get this one, Resplendent Favor, so that when we get a Whisper cast for doing the Tree of Whispers, we have a chance to get a Resplendent Spark, which is really nice. So really looking forward to that. And like I said, everything in the expansion, so like the set charms and the war plans, are permanent. They're not just for the season. Same thing goes with the cube. So, we are on Torment 6. We are going to do a pit run. I think I did tier 42 last night, so let's do 44. And I'll show you guys how this build works. And it's a lot of fun as well. This build is very, very fun. Alright, so what you want to do, you want to summon new demons, have them fortify you, and then get them stacked up, and then boom, they're dead. Just like that. Very, very fun, very cool. Just go around, do that, boom. Very simple, very straightforward. We always want to have our fortify up. Get to 100, boom, dead. Just like that. Very straightforward. Get to 100, boom, dead. Do it again, boom. And again, boom, dead. I barely ever die, so it's really good. As long as you get those stacks up to 100, you should be A-okay. And you always want to be casting the physical conversion. Make sure to heal yourself if you get low on health, and then just keep going. Get to 100 stacks, boom, dead. They are fucking dead. That's just awesome. When you get to 100 stacks, boom, dead. They just die like that, man. It's fucking awesome. 100 stacks, boom. Oh, he survived. That guy survived too. Now they're dead. That's just awesome. Get all those stacks up to 100. Alright, they're already dead, so I can find another group. And boom! Dead. They're all dead. That is awesome. And boom! Dead. Awesome. This build kicks ass. It really does. And compared to the Dread Claws that I was doing, this is like a million times better than Dread Claws, in my opinion. Because I just use Apocalypse and I completely annihilate everything on my screen. It's just really, really fun. Alright, we got some elites here. Make sure we get... Boom! We gotta get this guy. Boom! Dead! Love it. Oh shit. I'm almost dead. Bye-bye. Yep, so you want to lay down the sigil, and then just do your Umbral chains, get those stacks up to 100, and then release. Boom, just like that. Get it up to 100 stacks, and then release. Just like that. Easy peasy. And you just completely obliterate everything. So cool. Boom. Get our fortify up. Lay down the sigil. Stacked up to 100, and then boom. You want to always keep your fortify up. Use health if you have to. Excellent. Just completely obliterate everything. Very cool. Don't have to worry about nothing.
Quite the challenge, eh?
Oh, nice. We leveled up that time. You can see on the progress bar, I'm doing pretty well. And this is tier 44. Tier 50 will give me performance 7. Alright, we have the Guardian. And look at that, I almost killed him in 1 hit. Boom. He's dead in 2 hits. With Apocalypse. That's just insane. He's dead in 2 hits. With Apocalypse. So that's really good. And another thing that's new, you have to get the Paragon Glyphs to level 50 now to turn them legendary. It used to be 45, now it's 50. And the level cap has been increased from 60 to 70, so it's now level 70, which gives us 10 more skill points. But you have to be level 70 now. Alright. And I got a skill point. Like I said, I'm not going to show Paragon because I am yet working on that. Now, how fun was that? Just going around, getting up to 100 stacks of Apocalypse, and then just releasing it and completely obliterate everything on the screen. Very, very cool. Very, very fun. And I will update this video once the Paragon is fully updated. So this is Big G. I will see you in the next video. Peace, and have a wonderful weekend.